Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest event of the year. The event that makes and breaks dreams. The event that shapes the course of history. The event that shapes dynasties and legacies. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Call of Duty League Championship Weekend 2026. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Last Meg Podcast. I am your host, Primal, and in today's video, guys, we're going to be doing brackets of what I think the bracket could be going into champs. I will be giving optics, phases, thieves, and then I'll be going through mine. So, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on into things. So first we have Heretics versus Heretics in winners round 1. Honestly, I'm going to give Heretics. I'm just going to say Optic comes out and gets the job done, either 3-1 or 3-0. Either which one, I see Optic moving on, and this will be Optic's bracket. Gelmates, Koi, I've got Gelmates taking this in a 3-1 over Gelmates, over Koi, Next, Thieves versus Falcons. I'm going to say Thieves take it to get done in 4. Maybe Falcons have a little bit of a honeymoon period, but I'm not too convinced Falcons upsetting Thieves too much. Phase G2. I'm going to say Phase gets it done in hot 4 in a dominant map 4. Next, Optic versus Gelmates. I'm going to say Optic over Gelmates. This could go game 5, but I'm going to say Optic gets it done in 4. Logically, so being Optic's bracket, I'm going to say Thieves 3-1 over Phase. And now let's bump on down to the lower bracket. So I'm going to say Heretics bomb out, like they get double first rounded. Just cause I feel it's like, yeah, Real's on team. I'll say game 5, but I've got more faith in Koi compared to Heretics because Koi's got better map pool and better chemistry right now. Falcons, G2. I'm going to say G2 over Falcons. I'll say 3-1. G2 gets it done. FaZe versus Koi. I'm going to say FaZe gets it done in a 3-1 victory. FaZe moves on. Gelmates, G2. I'm taking Gelmates over G2. I'll say 3-1. Now, FaZe, Gelmates. I'm going to say FaZe will get their revenge over the Gentlemates. And FaZe to top 3. Optic, Thieves. I'm going to go with Optic over Thieves. I say this goes game 5. Optic gets it done. Thieves, FaZe, definitely game 5. And if I didn't say game 5 earlier, definitely game 5. Like, these teams have been slugging out in finals. I'm going to say Thieves get it done, and it'll be an Optic versus Thieves grand finals. And Optic will get the 3-peat and go and win this in dominant fashion. So that is my bracket for you guys. So feel free to screenshot this. I wish I could elongate so you guys can see, but I'll just scroll back through. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what championships are about. Now I'll reset the bracket and go for LA Thieves. All right. So Thieves. I'll say if this is Thieves bracket. So basically about the same. So Optic over Gelmates game. I'll say game 5 for this one. Just be interesting. Thieves over Falcons. I could see him maybe coming out 3-0 slamming. Then FaZe 3-1. 3-2 over FaZe. And win elimination. I'll say Heretics in this case over Koi. Because don't know if there might be an upset. I'll still take G2 over Falcons. FaZe, Heretics. I'm going to say FaZe gets it done in game 5, a gritty game 5. Gelmates versus G2. I'll say Gelmates game 5. FaZe, definitely game 5 over Gelmates. And I'm going to say 3-1 over Optic. And it would be really interesting if Optic didn't make Sunday. But I'm going to say Optic gets it done in the game 5. But if Optic doesn't get to grand finals at Champs, it's going to be interesting. And it's 5 maps. So for the bracket, I'll say 5-2 for Optic for their bracket. And I'll give Thieves a gritty game 9, round 10. And Thieves get it done. Now to reset the bracket for FaZe. So here's what the bracket I could see playing out for FaZe would look like. 3-1 over Heretics. 3-1 over Koi. Game 5, Optic. Thieves, I'll say 3-0. I'll give Falcons one map. Just be safe than sorry. FaZe over G2, I'll say dominant 3-0 or 3-1. Then I'll say game 5, round 11, Koi seals the deal. And then G2, Falcons, G2 gets it done in game 5. Thieves, FaZe, I'm going to say FaZe learn from their mistakes. FaZe gets job done and ends it in map 4. So Thieves, Koi, I'm going to take Thieves over Koi. I'll say Thieves get done in a hot 3-0. Gelmates, G2, I'm going to say game 5. Gelmates sealed the deal. And Thieves, Gelmates, game 5, round 11, Thieves clutch up. Optic versus FaZe, I'm going to say this goes 5. And I'll say Optic gets it done and they get to grand finals. And then we have a matchup of FaZe versus Thieves for top 3. I'll say FaZe game 5. And then we get into the bracket. Optic, FaZe, I'm going to say this goes to map 8. And FaZe gets it done and they prevent the three-peat for champs from happening. So that would be FaZe's bracket. Now let's do my bracket. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The last roll of the cards for the seasonal biggest event. Optic. 3-1. Heretics, maybe steal a search. Or maybe even sneak a hard point somehow, someway. Jailmates, Koi. Taking Jailmates over Koi, I'm going to say 3-1. Thieves, Falcons, I'm going to say Thieves 3-1. FaZe 3-1 over G2. Game 5. I'm going to put my faith in Koi to get it done. Falcons, G2, I am going to say Game 5 in favor of G2. Optic, Jailmates, I am going to say Optic gets this done in Game 5. No, I'll say 3-1. Maybe Jailmates steal map. It's like they could steal, but I don't think they're that strong right now to really rip to map 5 unless they were to get some sort of ridiculous win on certain maps and modes. So, yeah. Thieves, FaZe, let's settle the slugfest, boys. FaZe 3-1. Thieves steal maybe a hard point or search, but FaZe comes out and slaughters them. Thieves, Koi. Sorry, Koi, this is where your run ends. I am going to put Thieves in a hot 3-0 masterclass of BZ Hydra duo. In Jailmates G2, Game 5, Jailmates over G2. Thieves, Jailmates, I'm going to say Thieves 3-1 over Jailmates. Optic, FaZe, this definitely has trappings of Game 5. It could be. I'm going to say Optic to Grand Finals. FaZe, Thieves, Game 5. One last map. The Tiny Terrors facing off one last time at Champs. I've got to go with the boys. I've got to go with Simp. He's the pimp and he's my goat. Optic, FaZe. I say Game 9, Round 11, FaZe take it and seal the championship. I know I'm biased, but I just want to see FaZe win. Something tells me in my gut, home turf, they're going to be feeling different. They're probably ready for anything and everything, even if it has to be a loser's bracket run, even if they have to face some of their worst matchups all season long. I have faith in FaZe. I have faith in the boys. FaZe up for life, boys. Keep fighting. Can't wait to see you guys play tomorrow. Let me know who you guys got in the comment section below. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.